This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for September 6, 2024. It's currently July 15th, 2024, 2:26 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $561.49 USD. And the file was created on June 27, 2024 at 12:26 p.m. Eastern Time. The overall theme of behavior for SPY on the 6th, we have a period of sideways rotation along key support. We rise to meet the nearest resistance, and then we fall back down and continue rotating sideways. There's an important attempt at to establish support today. This is on a multi-day scale. There's also an important trough probably on a multi-day scale here. Behavior around the highest high for the day. We have an important resistance level that that's highlighted that we failed to break through many times before. There's an intentional fake out or shake out, some sort of tricky chart behavior that's intended to make us do the wrong thing near the day's low. And then I'm advised to trade around a rally that increases with the momentum moving forward in time. That's on the scale of a one-day chart. Now, we're going to get into the hour-by-hour chart behavior as well as timing the highs, the lows, and the best trade opportunities. But before we do that, I just want to make sure you're aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And we do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. It's a threefold agreement between the universe and anybody utilizing this information for personal gain. Nothing wrong with gaining from this information as long as you are simultaneously helping other people. So the way that you do that is you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, to the resources tab. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities here. Just click a link and donate. It's super easy. And 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use the app Wise. It's reliable. Or you can use crypto. There's a ton of different QR codes for crypto donations. It leaves you at 90%. That's way more than a stockbroker would ever leave you with. With that said, guys, make sure to follow through on that rule of karma. As long as you do that, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. It looks like we probably opened lower in the pre-market, and there's three pokes through the same trend line, followed by a sharp drop off of the third poke, taking us into a low for the day somewhere around the open, where we attempt to establish support with sideways rotation. Yeah, and that's where there's a fake out there, and then we have this rally out of that support. We rally into key resistance between 9:30 and 10, maybe 9:30 and 10, 9:30 and between 9:30 and 11, probably closer to 10. But there's this rally, we decline from that resistance, and then out of the decline, we have a rally there between 10 and 11, increasing, a rally that turns over, so it marks a trade opportunity to either close a long or open up a short before a drop there right around the 11 o'clock. Advised to be cautious. There's some sort of tricky stuff. There's tricky chart behavior going on there at a trough just after 11 o'clock. And then we have this big move to the upside through key resistance. We stay above it briefly, break back down through it shortly thereafter, taking place between 11 and 12. The decline shortly back down through that resistance continues into a low midday between 12 and 1 roughly, probably closer to 1 or maybe a little bit after 1, where we'll see sideways rotation and then a sharp drop within that period of sideways rotation. To revisit a support level that we saw once before. So most likely the support from earlier in the day. There should be a move from a trough just after 1 to another peak just around 2 o'clock. And from that peak, we should decline pretty sharply through at least one support to meet a second support and rotate sideways there. And then we create a peak in the last hour. It's a near overbought peak that we sell off from. Pretty notably, it looks like it might even be a high there at the close. Probably have a high there in the last hour or right around the close. In the midst of erratic behavior, we should have a high and a lot of price change to the downside off of that high around the close, or possibly even into the 9th. But we'll get into that in more detail when we progress into the 9th. In the post-market, erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. And that's SPY for September 6, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go. You know what to do. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.